Hi again, guys. Small video again. This is like a mix between Fusion 360 and 3D printing. If you're really into 3D printing and making your own stuff, sometimes you may want to use magnets. And if you've been looking around a little bit, you will find that a lot of the time they will design a small slot in what they are printing. Then they will put a pause during the print, and they will input the magnet, and they will just print over the magnet. That is a sure way. It works very well to get your magnet inside. It's just one big drawback. You can never ever reuse that magnet. So I am making some lantern for garden poles, and when I print it, it's sort of easy to separate. So my idea was to use actually my first idea was to print the magnets inside. And then I went away from the idea of using magnets, and then I realized sometimes the prints don't always come out easy, and like this one is really loose. So I had to come up with a solution where I can easily print and also reuse magnets, because I have these really tiny magnets. Let me see if I can find one. Here, you can see it. There. That is two magnets on top of each other, and you can see I have a test print there where I put it in a slot. So I did a lot of tests and found the perfect slots and stuff. Now the thing is, I want to reuse it. So if you're looking here in my Fusion 360, you can see I have some models. Now I'll show you what these go to. And that is not the one. It's here. If you see here, the yellow little thing there, that is one of those things you're looking on the screen in my Fusion 360, and you can see there the magnet in place. And basically, let's see, if I ever want to it's harder than it looks, but I can actually remove this because I printed that in soft TPU, and maybe I have to break the thingy to fix it, to get it out, but still, it's I did it with the other one. Let's see, where is that other part? You can see here is a little bit different, where you have let me see if I can get a good picture. The yellow there, and you see there is a, just under my finger here, there is also a hole, and I'm gonna show you that design in a second. Let me see, bodies and the main parts. So I'll show you the glass. This is literally the parts, and I need to hang on a sec. I need to move those just a little bit down. So there. Now they should fit perfectly into the glass. There you can see. Anyway, I'll fix that later. But you can see here how they are supposed to go. So I go in here, and I'll do a section analysis, and the layer thickness of the top and the bottom is 1 millimeters. And then come down, and you have the area where the magnet slots in, and without the sockets it looks like this. and I print this with this is printed in PETG, and I print this with PLA as top and bottom support interface. And when I do that, I'm able to remove everything. Let me see if I can find one of the pieces. Here you can see an example of the PLA on the top or the bottom, which I removed, and that is like 5 layers or 3 layers, or I think it's 4 layers thick. And basically I printed the whole thing like that. You can see there you see an opening on the corner where I have removed the supports, and there is supports on the top and the bottom, and then you fill that, and then you basically have your magnets in place. Now this one is kind of straightforward because it's basically printed with just you see just a curve inside. If you see here, this is kind of a clean one. Now the other model that I have, the top one, is a little bit different, and to keep that clean I have to use I call them pullers. Let's see. PETG pullers. I'm gonna change the color of the main part here because it's so confusing. There. That's just an example. So you can see in here, that one would be printed with PLA, and the other part would be printed with PETG, and I made a slope here so that I can go in with a tool and I can just nudge this off the socket at the bottom, and the result is you get a really, I cannot show it here because it's hard to see, but if you had been able to see inside here, you will see that it's really clean. And all I then use is I printed these in TPU, and this one goes on the outside and just sort of locks the magnet in place on the top part. And then I have these that lock on the glass, and then for the, let me see, the bottom part here, this is the bottom part, I just screw onto the pole. From the underside, this one doesn't have it, this is a test print, but in each corner here you will then get a similar insert of TPU that presses a magnet in place. So basically you get a lot of magnets, and it will, so the circle of ones there will go on the corners and keep the magnets in place. So, and I'm going to show you how to slice, how I slice this. Give me a sec. So this is the, let me see. This is the main part where I have inserted the tools. You can see. Slice it. You can see that's how it looks like inside in the slicer. So you come down here, this is the opening, and it uses the black here is PLA to hold the sealing of the cavity, and then it's just supports. And in this case, how much did I use? I think it was 0.2. Support 0.2 support X by distance, and then it comes down to the bottom. You can see the PLA. You can see that it prints the all things like this. And then at the bottom it has to create a smooth surface at the bottom, goes up, and then it creates a solid foundation to be pulled out, and then it creates. So basically you get a nice cavity that is perfectly designed to hold the magnets, and you can just shake out the magnet when you don't want to use it. And of course I have made support under this to make it look good. So this is pretty clean print, and with that in place, you get a see. And then you can see you have the solar panel on top, and then you have the LED light underneath, and you then put it inside the container, and basically becomes a lamp. So that's my own design. Why did I make this? Because I want to put it on my garden fence. How much did it cost? It's cost more than the garden fence in PLA and TPU filament. But hey, you learn from it and you have a lot of fun making it, so it's really cool. Let me see, where is the magnet? There it is. I'm just gonna put like a block in place here, like that. So I just wanted to show you that there are ways of incorporating magnets into your print without actually wasting the magnets or making it really hard for you to remove them again. Sometimes it will take some planning on how you will make the inserts, but I do recommend using TPU as the, I call it the locking tab for these things. And you didn't see it here, but I'll show you in the slicer. Let me see, file open, and TPU locks. So here you see them in the slicer, and basically I print them hollow, because then you can sort of bend it a little bit, make it flex a little bit. If you print it in totally 100% solid, it's going to be hard to use them because they will not be flexible at all. So you see here, the ones on the right are hollow, and then the ones on the left, and even the tiny ones you can see are hollow. So yeah, thought I would show you guys using magnets in parts without actually risking losing the magnets. Hope you can learn from this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.